Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are on this journey. I'm happy I was able to go live without the wheel of death this morning. I wasn't too sure about that last time. I was having some technical difficulties. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Well, over here it's Friday morning, but I hope you guys are doing phenomenal. Hello, Carol, Mary. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to do some more tarot readings with you guys today. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. So Carol, again, thank you for your donation. You had a question. Oh, and on a side note, lovely lady, I did send you an email this morning. So, whoops, cards are going crazy here already. All right, so let's dive right in, lovely souls, and see what's going on for you guys today. Carolyn, you had a question, so thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. You said here you're wondering if you're on the right path for healing when it comes to your spine, especially your neck. So you've been going to a chiropractor since the end of March, and you have some deep tissue massage coming up as well. So let's see what Spirit, what can you share for Carolyn when it comes to the energy of her spine and neck? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. I love having some time and chats with you guys. All right, lovely lady. Hi, Beverly. So, Carolyn, for you, my friend, I do think you going to have, some help here with the chiropractor, with the massage. It does help with alignments here, okay? So, yes, I do think that you are on the right path, but at the same time, this is more than just a physical alignment because even after, when I look at this, my next card is also the Three of Swords, which is this is some traumas from childhood, ancestral traumas as well, deeper traumas, and it's like your body is craving that emotional healing here as well, right? So when we look at this from the cards here, yes, your healing is supported by external help. So I think that you're going into a great direction here. But there could be some old patterns of you maybe not feeling worthy, or just like some sense of, a guilt or abandonment to look at, right? And then when we look at this, that's why we have that Five of Pentacles. So there is a sense of you being out in the cold with this energy. And this is, again, looking at the wounds, the deeper wounds. So yes, physical things such as massage and all that can very much help with alignments, but a lot of it has to go a little bit deeper, my friend, okay? So when I see this, it's, really what it's aspecting is you have the Nine of Cups aspected by the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords as well, okay? And when we look at that, it's really about working with that nervous system, the cellular memory, because it wants to be liberated. It wants to speak. Your body will talk to you through, whatever it's going through. So if you listen to that, my friend, you'll be able to kind of transition and move through that a lot easier. Okay. So yes, I do think you're on the right path, lovely lady, but it is working with that deeper sense. And again, breath work. Okay. Breath work is so very key and so important, because if your nervous system is like vibrating and it's chaotic, you're not going to be able to go to that center and surrender and release. All right. So there's a sense of being very clear. And I have also been working myself with talking to my body, commanding the energy. Okay. You have that Queen of Swords. So working with your senses, your five senses, going deep within, alignment, surrender, breath work. Okay. So yes, you are on the right track, but call in, my friend, also, Carolyn, call in your angels, call in your guides, because they are there to assist and give you those nudges as well. Okay, lovely lady. So thank you so much for your question. Hello, Marsha, Beverly, Monique, Diana. Oh my goodness, thank you guys for joining me here today. I appreciate you guys. How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Like, how have you guys been sleeping lately? I have to say, there's been some really, again, it seems to be like an ongoing thing, but so many intense dreams, and yeah, it's some interesting energies here. So let's see here. Oh, hello, Michelle. Thank you for your feedback. A few months ago, we talked about a job and you did end up getting the position. Yay! That's awesome. Congratulations, girl. I'm excited for you. Hi, Julia. All right. So, Beverly, I think you had a question. I'm just trying to find. I see you did give me a donation here, but I wasn't able to find your question, lovely lady. So if you have a question, then feel free to include that in there, and I'll definitely look at that for you. So let's see, what else do we have going on here? Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to take a circle back. Carolyn, I'm not sure if you're here right at the moment, but you know what I was really strongly getting? I don't know if you guys have, she's a big name, but are you guys familiar with Donna Eden? She is, I think she's a phenomenal lady. And she actually has a routine. It's called the Daily Energy Routine. And I used to do her routine a while back. I don't know why I stopped. It's a fabulous routine and I highly recommend it. So if you guys are just looking to, it's like 10 max, you guys, 10 minutes. You go through, it's free. You can find her online on YouTube. She has I think a 28-day challenge where you can go in and she works with the meridians, the energy centers, and you're just working with a lot of energy to release any stagnancy. So for you, Carolyn, I was getting that Donna Eden came into my mind when I was looking at your question offline. So if you're interested, check her out. And I think that she can really help, clean up some of the stagnant energy as well. Okay. So I just wanted to circle back. Like, she's fabulous for anyone who's tuning in. If you guys feel guided to, look at her work, I think she has some incredible stuff out there. So, all right. So let's see here. Beverly. So you were in the hospital yesterday and you have some incredible pain. They did a scan, but they released you and said there is nothing sinister. So it's a mysterious, I'm in so much pain in my back. Will it improve? All right, let's see, Spirit. What can you share with the energy of Beverly and her back pain? Beverly, her back pain. Is this going to improve? You know what's interesting? Let's see what the cards have to say first. It's almost like you are purging some systems or purging some toxic energy, because we have that devil right in the center here, and your body is the eight of Pentacles. Now, I do think that yes, this will improve for you, but not that it's going to be delayed, but I feel like you may experience this a little bit more here and there. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I do think there's a lot going on with energies, because even for myself, like a couple years ago, I don't even know what I did. It wasn't something I didn't think I did anything, but I was at this water slide. This was back when I was in Mexico, and this was years ago now, like at least 3, maybe 4 years ago. And I did something to the back of my leg going up these water slides, for hours and hours. And is this still something that will all of a sudden trigger sporadic shoots of pain? And it is painful when it happens. So I'm not saying that this is the same thing, but I'm feeling like there's a lot of purging happening right now. And your body's definitely going through that. So it's a lot of toxicities that's being released here. And I think that, yes, I do see it improving here. Um, I do see it improving. It's gonna take, I feel like, a little bit of time, lovely lady. So there may be like spurts of it where you're fine for a bit and then it comes back again, is what I'm seeing, because I'm getting a similar energy to what I was experiencing too. So again, especially if like the doctors didn't find anything, that's quite interesting. I do have that energy of like, again, I'm not a doctor, but sometimes this may involve even going to see additional practitioners. Maybe this is like, acupuncture, chiropractor, that sort of thing. So, I think it's good that you had it checked out. And I guess it's just to monitor it. But moving forward, I do see like, we have new energy coming in here. And it's like almost like your body is being like flooded with this energy so fast. It's having trouble keeping up. So that's interesting. But overall, lovely lady, I do see like, I don't see this as being a permanent thing. Okay. I'll say that. That's what I get from my end over here. It's not like it's a permanent thing. It does look like you will be able to recover from it. So again, thank you so much, lovely lady. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see. Hello, woo woo woman. Hi, Mary. All right, let's see. You were curious, woo woo woman, if there is any potential, future with you and this new guy. Dinko and yourself. Will you guys have a relationship moving forward? What can you share, Spirit? Oh, this is interesting. There is a possibility, yes, you guys will have some kind of a relationship. That being said, I don't know if this is going to be something that will be your forever person, though. Okay. It feels like it very much can serve a purpose here. I mean, a lot of our relationships they can awaken stuff within us and be triggers, be mirrors for us, right? So I do have energy here. I do have energy. We have 2 of Cups. I even have the 10 of Cups here. But when I look at my outcome, we have a bit of a heavy burden, and then we have somebody potentially leaving and walking away after, a getting together. So I would say, like, it wouldn't surprise me if you guys did end up in a relationship, but I just don't know if I see this being like your future husband. Let's say that. Okay. All right. So again, thank you for your question. Hello, Carney. You're curious about your self-editing novel. Okay, so sorry, let me see here. So do I see you being successful self-editing your novel or hiring a book editor? Okay, well, let's look at what's the energy of you being successful. I'll look at you doing the self-editing, and then also we'll look at you hiring a book editor. What can you share, Spirit? Self-editing on top, hiring a book editor on the bottom. What can you share for Connie? Okay, I do think I like the energy of you self-editing your own book. I do think there could be potential with somebody else if you choose to have some kind of a partnership, but I'm also getting that there are some people that, you know, definitely may not have the best intentions. I don't know if they just charge a lot or like I don't know the whole logistics behind it, but there is a sense of you doing your own thing here, even if it is a little bit more challenging because we have you having to work hard here, but it's more like rewarding, it's more grounding. And I feel like you'll be able to keep, look at all those pentacles, you'll be able to keep a lot of your profits as well in your own pockets here. Okay. So, again, I don't know the whole extent of what goes into somebody hiring a book editor. But you know what, my friend? You know what I'm getting also right now? Chat GPT. If you want to do this on your own, there are lots of tools you can use to say, hey, give me some ideas, reread, like edit this book for me. I really like the idea of you doing it by yourself, working with tools as well. Not to say you can't get a book editor here, but I just want to say if you do want to go that route, make sure it's the right person, energetic, like feel in your heart here, because there's something here about you getting a book editor and it's a disappointment. All right. So I have to say, based off the energy right now, it's supporting you doing it. So that's what I have for you, lovely lady. So I hope that helped give you a perspective, my friend. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. Kelly, I'm kind of jumping ahead here a bit, but I just seen a question, Kelly. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, this is so funny because I keep getting something about June 11th too, Kelly. You said here, what's happening around June 11th and 12th? You've been getting something and you would like that confirmation. So we can definitely pull on that. 11's a very big emotional energy too. And you know what? I did my recent June energy report and I think in that one, I was getting something to do with huge disturbance with Texas. And I was scrolling online, was it last night or last night? And I seen this massive storm, like huge pellets and floods happening in Texas too right now. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the chaos I was seeing in the crystal ball. So when I did that June energy report, I wanted to look into the June 11th date, and I don't think I did. I think I got sidetracked. So I was actually considering doing another video on that exact time, but let's pull a couple cards on that, and then I'll go back up to the top here. What can you share, Spirit, about the energy of June 11th? June 11th. Is there anything big happening that day? Oh, thank you, Jane. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I totally enjoy and love doing these readings with you. So there's some pretty big major arcanas coming out. I want to do more of an in-depth because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this question in this one. So I've heard your question, lovely Kelly. I'm going to come back to this one in a bigger video for you guys. But I do have some major arcanas. We have the Hermit, I have the High Priestess, I have the Emperor. And when we look at the collective here, it's almost like, look at this. This day we have this like Two of Pentacles, things balancing out. I'm wondering if we hear something actually to do with the financial system too, because I got a lot of energy about finances here. Nine of Pentacles in the collective. This is a sovereign energy. And look at the Eight of Pentacles in the past. So when I see this, we may hear some pretty big news or some kind of a shock when it comes to something to do with the financial system, or maybe this is even the market going crazy too, because when I look at that stable energy, we have the Hermit and we have a Three of Swords. So even though there is some really positive energy, it's like there's a big shakeup on that day. Don't necessarily have the Tower, but I was getting a lot to do with trying to stay put for June. I was going to say July, so maybe July too, but for June, I mean, of course, you guys have your own lives, you have your own journeys, but if you can avoid the whole travel, I was really strongly getting that it's not a great month to be traveling, okay? There's something to do with potential accidents with vehicles, with planes. So we may even see some stuff, more of that kind of stuff happening. So again, thank you for your question. And I'm going to do an actual video on this because I keep getting that nudge, and just your comment again was like, oh, another reminder for me. So yes, I think that this could be something to do with the financial system potentially, or some kind of news about that as well. Breaking. Okay, so you were getting that ascending our soul and breaking down our soul. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I was looking at this too, and it's not even that necessarily these systems are, let's say, so-called changing. It's the fact that the collective is waking up, and it's us. We are the ones that have the ability to change whether or not we're going to buy into these systems. And somebody commented on one of my recent videos, it was to watch the Canada the Illusion. I think that's what it's called, the Canada the Illusion. And I encourage you guys to go watch that video. It was very interesting. So, I mean, I guess I won't try to get too far off topic here, but there's definitely some big stuff happening. And as a collective, we are like, yes, like light bulbs are going off, and it's up to us whether or not we choose to buy into these systems, right? So the thing is, we are so powerful. Like, look at these governments and these systems. They just go and they do what they want, but it's because we allow them to, right? Anyway, I want to do a video too on income tax. I think that would be interesting. So I have a whole bunch of ideas that I want to bring forward over the next little while here. So it's been busy, you guys. It's been busy. And on top of that, I was trying to do a tarot course, putting that together. I was trying to get like a kind of a Patreon so we can do some more like in-depth things too. But there's lots on the go. So thank you for staying with me and for your guys' love and support. I appreciate you guys. All right. Cygnus. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm sorry, I'm awful with names, you guys. So let me see here. Thank you for your donation, love. You're a pianist who composes. It comes in spurts and then stops. What's causing the energetic blockage? Oh, did you see an orb in the background? I get those a lot. Okay. Let's see, Spirit. What can you share for Cygnus here? So you're wanting to see what the momentum and moving forward is when it comes to your pianist. Okay, what can you share, Spirit, for Cygnus here? What blockages? What's going on with the composition? I definitely see you getting through this, my friend. Like, yes, okay, if you're having a little bit of that blockage, you know what? It's gonna sound really weird, but have you been getting any nudges to go and like it feels weird to say this, but like just meditate within a mountain or go into the forest, go into like an area of solitude just to gain some a sense of clarity here, because I feel like there's just a little bit too much noise happening in your energetic field here, and that's what's causing the blockages here. So I see you absolutely. Look at this. The cup is flowing, my friend. The cup is flowing, and you will get through this, and you'll be able to continue to get those energetic, spurts come. Those spurts are going to come flooding in with that Ace of Cups. So you're going through a transition here too. Like, we have major arcanas, Judgment, and the strength card as the outcome here. So from what I can see, what I'm being shown is like there's something about you strategically going about this, and I feel like there's something about you bringing a bit more inspiration. And it doesn't just have to be with that, with your penis, with that feel, like bringing more inspiration and more adventure into your everyday life. Okay, does that make sense? Because look at this. I think things could absolutely turn around in the next couple months for you here. Two of Wands is also my portal energy, and it's almost like, if you don't feel guided to go, sit in the mountains, even though I feel like I see this image of you going out into nature, into the mountains, and just being, just sitting, just being, okay? You're not forcing anything. You're just allowing things to come. Maybe bring a notebook with you in that time too. But you can do a lot of, let's say, even visualization work, because this is walking through that portal. This sounds interesting, but when I've been going for my walks, we have these. I mean, we live in the city, so there's like these two posts on each side. And when I walk through them, there's multiple ones. Every single time I walk through as if it's a portal. I'm walking through in between here, and I'm coming out a new version of myself. Okay. So this is what I'm getting for your energy. I don't think this is something that's going to stay for a long time. It looks like you're on the verge of like a huge awakening or a wake-up call here. So I absolutely see this, your information, your inspiration when it comes to your field and your love for composing here coming together. Okay. But it's like something's nudging you to maybe take a step back, because sometimes we feel like we just need to push, 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 and work, work, work. Whereas it's like our inspirations and those aha moments come when we're almost doing nothing. Like, does that make sense? That's what I'm finding for myself, because I'm personally sometimes a little bad for sitting in front of the computer all day and trying to do videos and trying to do this and work, work, work. But then when I do take a step back and I just focus on being, I focus on my heart, I focus on myself, my days are more productive. My energy is flowing easier. You're in flow with nature. You're in flow with yourself, right? So that's what I have for you. I don't think this is long term, my friend. It just looks like you're going through a bit of an adjustment and an alignment. And I think you being somewhere outdoors is actually really going to help you connect. That's what I keep seeing with that 8 of Cups. Okay. So lots of love to you on your journey. All right, lovely souls. So let's see what else we have. I'll try to scroll up to the top here. Hello, Regina and Diana. Okay, so Regina, will your army finally send you back pay benefits soon? All right, let's pull a few cards on that and see what comes up. What can you share, Spirit, for Regina? And what's the energy of any back payments coming soon? Yeah, it will come. There's a possibility it may be a little bit delayed, because I do have that Page of Swords, but it's not even in the outcome. It's like things are aligning. We've got good luck. We've got Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune here. So I think that, yes, look at that. 7 of Pentacles. This is that back pay there. And we do have an alignment happening. So I wouldn't surprise me if this does come to you pretty soon. I've got a lot of major arcanas. I mean, I don't want to give specific times, you guys, but I mean, we do have that Leo energy. Leo could represent later on in the summer. I think July, August. But it does look like there's a lot of energy to support. Yes, you will get back pay from this. Okay. I don't have anything here saying that you won't. All right. Oh, that's so good to hear. Much love to you, Cygnus. Yeah, there just seems to be a little bit of too much noise in your, outer world that you kind of bring in. And there's something about you just sitting and just being. And every time, I know sometimes it doesn't seem fun, you guys, just to sit there and do nothing. But when you do that and you focus on your breath and you just connect, it's incredible how much stuff really does come through. So that's what I was seeing for you, my friend. It's just taking that time out, maybe even just taking a weekend, right? All right, so let's see. What else do we have here, lovely souls? So Diana, you're actively looking for a job. Oh, you have an interview on Monday. Okay. What do we have for the lovely Diana? You're looking for a job and you have an interview on Monday. Could you look into that or another job in June? Okay, let's see. What's the energy coming up for you for your interview for Diana for Monday? I see you getting an offer. Yeah, it looks really good here. And if for some reason it doesn't happen, then you're getting an offer somewhere else. So this is situation. This is an offer coming towards you. And then we have the King of Swords as the outcome with the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Wands as well. I don't know if you're traveling here, but I have a lot of like my travel energy too, or if, I'm not sure if this is something you're able to do and expand with online, or if you're traveling to this job. But I have really, really, yeah, look at that Chariot. We have Chariot, a lot of travel energy. So I don't know what's all involved in this job, my friend, but I absolutely do see you either getting an offer for this. If not, you'll have something within 3 months. Like I know 3 months seems like a long time, but that's not even, that's just like, I feel like worst case. It looks phenomenal. So I see you getting a job here. All right. Hello, hello, thankfully. All right. Hello, Sonia. Yes, I am. I'm getting there, girl. I'm getting to your questions. Donation questions do get priority, but I'm going through the list right now. I'll be here for maybe another half an hour at the most, so we should be able to get to your question. All right, let's see here. Hello. Oh, hello, Jack. Has my dog got hay fever? His eyes seem tired and red. All right. Let's see what we have. Spirit, what do you have for Jack's dog? What's the energy of Jack's dog, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like he's got something going on. I don't think it's anything too severe, but that being said, like, it would be a good idea to have this looked at as well. I don't know if you guys if he's look at we have this interesting like 6 of Wands. So I don't know if he's picked up something too from like if you guys go out to the water or to the lakes and that sort of thing, but it feels like there was something that he picked up here. And I do see it being able to be cleared up and taken care of quite easily. It's not anything major though, from what I can see here. So it does feel like his system's kind of trying to battle something off. And the only thing is that why I would say like, it might be best to let me pull a couple more cards because I want to see when I see my eight of Wands, my friend, this is positive in terms of him recovering very fast, but sometimes this is also the opposite, him maybe getting worse at a faster rate, right? And the outcome that is the Two of Pentacles. So I'm going to have to pull a couple more cards on this and see. I want to see what's coming out with that. What else can you share, Spirit? Okay? What's the energy of Jack's dog? Let me see here. I'm trying to see how I want to word this one. Let's see. What's the energy of him, feeling better on his own? What's the energy of him just getting better and feeling better all on his own without any medical attention? Or let's go with that. I know it's never fun to do a vet visit, my friend, but I do think that this might involve having some things looked at, because it does feel like his body is or his system is trying to fight something here. Like, look at that, out in the cold, right? I don't know if this is just gonna, go away as fast just by itself. I think it would be worth, having it checked out, my friend, okay? I don't think it's anything severe with what I'm seeing here. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a veterinarian, but it seems like it's just something that he's picked up and his body is having a little bit of trouble, healing it. So this could be representation of some antibiotics here. But it's something he's picked up from somewhere here. So I hope that gave you a little bit of insight, my friend. But I think my recommendation here is yes. Well, first of all, I do think there's something going on with his energy here. And it would be, worth having it looked at if he's lethargic and he's not kind of his usual self. All right, my friend. So let me know if that helps. But much love to you guys both. So let's see. Thank you, Sonia. All right, let's check out, Sonia. What do we have for you, lovely lady? What's coming in for you, finances or in general? So you're in a stuck situation and you need some clarity. All right, Spirit, what can you share for Sonia? Sonia and her momentum. All right, so lovely lady. I feel like there could be somebody in your circle that may not have their best intentions. It's almost like somebody's trying to sabotage you. That's what I get really strongly. So what I can say is, like, I do see, especially when you're looking at finances and that sort of thing. Look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles, my friend. We have good luck. We have destiny. We have Jupiter. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to turn for you here, but there's some instabilities. And I want you to know that too, we can find so much strength from our challenges, right? If everything just was so easy and we just sat here with our feet up, how would that experience be? How can we learn from that? So yes, I do see you going through a bit of a turbulent energy and a turbulent time right now. But I feel like this could actually be, let me know if there's somebody. Okay, let me try to rephrase that. It's like, I feel like my recommendation is there could be somebody in your life that it would be worth potentially cutting ties with. Okay, this is your journey, my friend. I'm just sharing a perspective, but we have the Five of Swords, and this is kind of an energy of hastiness. This is sometimes winning at all costs. And when we look at this, I feel like there's somebody that is taking an advantage of you. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but it's even like a sense of them siphoning and sucking that energy out. Okay. Just three. So just us three, your husband and your daughter. Okay, and we do have that Three of Cups as well. So this could represent if this is just your family, like just the three of you. Say if you're not like dealing with any friends or family that's sucking your energy, let's say with that. This is a sense of just being able to make sure you're taking care of yourself too, because we have this energy where there's turbulence happening here and things are being pulled up. But look at 10 of Wands is showing an ending. So there are certain lessons that are happening in your energy, in your life, that you have more or less chosen to experience, even if they're not necessarily fun at the moment. Um, so what I can recommend is make sure it's not about not, being able to be there for your family or caring or loving for them, but what's really important from what I can see is you taking care of yourself. Make sure you have your time that you can align with here, because when your inner world is at peace, then these opportunities are going to start flooding in for you. So you are on the verge, my friend, of like these opportunities are coming, but there's a bit of self-sabotaging energy, or somebody, know's energy pulling you in different directions is what I keep getting with this. Okay. So this is a lot of major arcanas coming out, and you're ending a cycle as well. You put yourself on hold and my husband is great. Yeah. And that could be a lot of what's happening here too, is like with this energy, you are showing up for everybody but yourself. And that's why you're feeling like, you're feeling stuck, or you feel like things are not flowing for you, is because you're not putting yourself first. And I can relate to that. Okay. So it just because you put yourself first doesn't mean you're not still loving and caring, but this is also your journey, and you're not responsible for other people's every aspect of other people's life. They have their own journey. If that means you have to pull back a bit in order to take care of yourself, you're going to find a lot more things flowing to you easily here. So I do see, like my friend, 10 of swords is endings. Okay. So do I see your finances improving? I do. Let me pull a couple more cards on the next couple months for finances, because you have that Ace of Pentacles and you also have the Jupiter. So this is lessons and things that you are going through to bring you out on the other end. You're going to become stronger because of that. You have that strength card, and it's how you handle it as well. I mean, we all go through tough situations, but again, when you can handle this with poise, when you can be at peace with no matter what's happening, on the other end. Look at this. Yeah. So look at double eights, my friends. See, walking away from something that's not serving you anymore. And I'm not saying that has to mean you leaving your relationship, but you're not going to give your energy so freely. Okay. You have a victory. So you have to ask yourself, like, I don't know if you're currently in a position of work right now, if you're working or if you're taking care of the family, which is also a very important job, but there's a sense of walking away from what's taking your energy and putting yourself first. You have a victory here. You are being recognized, and there are opportunities coming forward to you. Okay. So you do have some good stuff coming, but you have to focus on that inner world as well, because when your external world is chaotic, then it's a reflection of your inner world, right? So that's why we have to do our work, my friends. It would be fun if we can you know wave a wand and make things go away, but unfortunately that's not how it works. You raised your daughter, she's 16. So, yeah, see, and that's when I see that it's like the times are changing, where this is you entering into your time too. So, Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. So, focus on what excites you. Like what is it that moves forward and excites you, okay? So, thank you so much for your question. Much love to you. And if you guys are interested in, I do personal sessions as well. You can check out readings with Breanne. I have my 1 question, 3 question, 5 questions. Yes, I have Zooms as well. So much love to you guys. So, all right. So let's see here. Julia. Hello, Julia. You're wondering if I could tell you if you'll be able to buy the home you currently rent. So you're waiting on an inheritance in the future, and you're hoping you could afford either a house you're in or something similar. All right, let's just pull a couple cards on the energy of you. What's the energy of you being able to purchase the home you currently rent? What do we have for Julia? Hello, NL. Wow. Yes, I actually think there's a very strong possibility you're gonna be able to look at this. We have the 10 of Cups, and we also have like fabulous energy here, girl. So the only thing is you are in this Nine of Swords energy. So it's kind of some insomnia, maybe some insomnia, but anxieties about moving forward with this. I don't think you have anything to worry about here. When I see this, I absolutely see you being able to purchase a place that's perfect for you. If it is meant to happen, look at this. This Wheel of Fortune keeps coming out for all you guys. This Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the Temperance, but this is being patient. So I don't know if I see this happening right away. This could even represent over the next 10 months. But yes, I do think that very strong possibility you're going to be able to purchase the home that you're renting right now, if that's something that you do really want to do. And if not, there is lots of really good energy to show you moving into a home that you're excited for. Okay. So absolutely, Julia, looks good. Can't believe how many times that, what do you call it? Oh, Wheel of Fortune has come out. Like, what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, thank you so much, Sonia. Much love to you. Um, thank you, Julie. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. But yes, it looks pretty positive for you, my friend. But just, again, that Nine of Swords in your energy is sometimes we self-sabotage. So being aware of that, when we're aware of what's happening, I mean, it doesn't mean that no bad thoughts are gonna come in, right? But just being aware and not identifying and attaching to that. Because the more we move forward in the months and the years ahead, you guys, we're going to start to really manifest what our inner world is. And that's why so many of us may have trouble if we're not willing to adjust, we're not willing to expand, we're not willing to dive deep. So very important to, if you look at your outer world, you guys, and you're not happy with anything and it's chaotic and it's hectic and it's stressful, you have to go inside. You have to look inside yourself because it's a reflection of how you are. These are a result of your thoughts, your choices, your actions. All right, my friends. Let's see. All right, we'll take a few more, lovely friends. And Jessie. Hello, Jessie. I'm doing pretty good. You said been lacking some sleep lately, a lot of interrupted sleeps, but still going. I agree. I mean, you guys could probably see my eyes are a little bit dark today. I've been sleeping okay, but just some really intense dreams, and I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's just been, I could keep sleeping. Let's say that. I'm usually a really early morning bird. I'm up at, between six or seven. But yeah, I've noticed, even at 7 o'clock, it's just like, oh, I don't want to get up anymore. Cause I personally don't usually even have to use an alarm. I set my intentions. Okay, if I have to be up at 6, done. And then I just wake up at that time. But lately, a couple times, like this morning, no, not this morning, yesterday morning, my alarm went. Like I have my alarm that I set and it woke me up just so I can make sure I get my daughter to school. Even though I do wake up without an alarm, I set it just in case on those days. All right, but thank you for joining me here. I always love to hear how you guys are doing and how things are going over there. Um, Marcia. I almost said Marcia, my lovely Marcia and Marcia. Is there any good news for you in your future? Are you creating any good news? Remember, girl, you're creating it, right? So, what do you want to create? Let's see. What's the energy of Marcia? Sorry, Marcia. Yes, you do have a lot of really good energy here. It's almost like you're building upon something, maybe this is even retirement. This is stockpiling. This is your fruits of labor that are surfacing here. But we have that Queen of Cups in the situation too. So it's almost like that emotional side of you too. It's like you're really being in touch with the emotional side. And there's a wake-up call. Like, look at this evaluation. I don't know. Are you considering something? Your question was a little general, my friend, which I'm all for, but just know that sometimes the readings can be a little bit general too. So when we look at this, like you've got a major arcana judgment in the outcome aspected by the Two of Pentacles. So things, Ten of Wands too, things are balancing out for you, and I feel like there could be new opportunities that are going to come in, and it's almost like you're a little hesitant to take them though, or you're contemplating. This is like you thinking it through. So it'll be kind of interesting. I mean, let me know if you have specific questions, but moving forward, it's more like you're rebalancing, recalibrating with new opportunities coming in here. But it looks really positive. Nine of Pentacles, or Nine of Cups, sorry, is a wish fulfillment. This is you. It's like your hard work here is really going to start to pay off and surface here. So also, like, I'm getting like, don't be afraid to take those sometimes leaps in faith, the leap of faith too, right? Because when we really want to pursue something, a lot of the times we just have that what if that comes in, like, is this gonna work? Or what if I do this wrong? What if I fail? What are they gonna think? And that keeps us held back. It keeps us, stagnant. So sometimes we need to take that jump into the unknown, right? But it looks like things are moving forward. You got some pretty major arcanas coming out there, my friend. Okay. So let's see here. Michelle, now that I have a new job, is there any person coming into my life? All right, let's see. Michelle, I think I missed your question, so I'm going to go back to that one. What do we have for Michelle? Again, sorry guys if sometimes I miss your questions. The little sidebars are so tiny. What do we have for Michelle in terms of any new romantic partner coming in? I don't have it coming in yet, my friend. Again, I gotta say this, regardless of what I say here, you are the one creating your reality, okay? The magician. And you are front and center for that. So when we look at relationships and somebody coming in, I gotta say there's a delay because you're self-sabotaging some of your energy here. But again, when you're ready and when you want to manifest that, absolutely, you have a king in the background. And I love this because this is a king. This isn't a page. So you have a king that will come in when the time is right. It's going to be a really beautiful energy here. But it's like sitting on that fence there, right? Sitting on that fence because I feel like there's some traumas that are still needing to be surrendered and released. Eight of Swords. Okay, that's a self-sabotaging energy, my friend. So just being able to be aware of that, acknowledge it, surrender it. Okay. And yes, then that person will come in. So it feels like it's being delayed right now, but the only reason why it's being delayed is because you are allowing that to be delayed. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Sonia, you said you're curious of how your husband feels. All right. I always, Regina, didn't I do your question, my friend? I know I did one. Yes, on the army benefits. So I did do that one already, and it did look like you will be getting your benefits. Okay, lovely lady. I'm not sure where in this video I did it, but I know I did it somewhere towards the middle beginning. Where are we right now? 10:23. But yes, to recap, lovely lady, I did see that you will be getting your back pay for sure, is what it looked like. Very strong, yes. All right, so let me pull a few cards on how Sonia's husband, what's the energy of Sonia's husband and how he feels in the current relationship. Victor. There's a bit of heavy energy. He feels out in the cold. I don't know if he feels like he's not getting all the attention or what's going on here, but this is interesting. Or does he work a lot? Because we have this Eight of Pentacles as well showing a lot of working. So I'm not sure if it's like a sense of him just always giving to work. Yeah. He's got a lot of heavy energy coming out in the cards here. 10 of Wands. And it feels like, look at this. So we've got the 10 of Wands. He works at home too. I mean, we have the Lovers here. So I do think that you do have a beautiful connection here, like a very soulmate fated connection here, but it feels like there's quite a bit of heavier energy with how he's feeling about the relationship. And it's almost like he's just kind of funneling his intentions to work, and he's ignoring a bit of the relationship because this is the marriage. It's a heavy burden. And it's like your back is kind of the way I can see it here. I don't know if the camera is switched. Your back, like your solid motherly nurturing energy, is to the back. So I probably said that funky, but so there's something about him just kind of not giving into the relationship either. It's like he's kind of turned he's a little bit turned off, not turned off that way. Like he's just turned some of his energies off and he's funneling it into work because he's not giving into the relationship right now. I'm going through anxiety and taking care of my dog. Yeah, because it feels like he's almost not getting attention and he's upset about that is what I'm seeing. So I mean, because we have that page as well. So it's like you're giving a lot of your attention to the house, to your daughter, to the, like you said, the bills, and he's feeling out in the cold. So, it's interesting too, because when we look at, everybody sees their perspective through their own eyes, through their own lens, right? And that's why you can't control how somebody is going to see the situation. You can't control how somebody's going to act or how they're going to be. But what you can do is look inside yourself, because when you start being true to yourself and you start taking your energy and your power back, that's going to reflect the relationship too. And he's going to see that. So one card of advice? What do we have? Yeah, strategic. So we have that strategy, strategic. This is sometimes also lies as well, but this is, are you, again, strategically just giving all yourself away to everyone else but you? Because look at you, you're the nurturer here. You are taking care of everything. And sometimes, unfortunately, I'm not saying this is going to happen in your relationship, but you lie about the bills. Okay, yeah, there's no bills, honey. I'm going to go shopping. It's like sometimes, though, I have seen in this current energy, you guys, there are going to be more and more people separating, okay? And I'm not saying that this is going to be your story and what has to happen to you, but I have seen more and more, especially over this year, there's going to be more people. I wouldn't say even just this year, even 2026, 2027 feels like a big, like we're going to be brushing ourselves off. Like we're full of dirt, we're full of dust, and it's like cleaning ourselves up. And that does mean a lot of people's energies, their frequencies are not going to match, okay? So, yeah, you love him, but you're not sure he does. We have that lovers. Like, how does he does feel out in the cold? So the Five of Pentacles can represent, a lack, right? Let me just pull a couple cards on the future and see. Well, I mean, not even just the future. Let's just look at the momentum moving forward for you guys, just for you specifically. Sonia and Victor, what can you share, Spirit? Got that Wheel of Fortune again, same position. Again, I'm not saying I don't necessarily see anything catastrophic happening here. It looks like there still is a sense of, there's a lot of knights coming out too. So this could just be you going within, my friend, because we have the Hermit, and this is the energy of cleaning yourself up, right? And if that means, so many times we just we give and we give, and then at the end of the day, years and years go by and we're completely lost, and we're so out of touch. So there's a message of like things are turning, and you're really being encouraged to look inside. Focus again. I know it sounds very mundane and very basic, but focus on a bit of breath work. Focus on going within, because when you do that breath work, it can really transform your energy, your nervous system, okay? So hopefully that made sense to you, lovely lady, but I'm sending you both lots of love on this journey. It looks like you guys are learning lots. Like, I do think he does care about you, but he feels very much in the cold. It's interesting. He's turned a lot of his emotions off, is what it looks like. So, all right, let's do, I think, one more question here. Pam, I know you said you were asking a car. Oh, I seen that actually. Okay. I'm gonna make a note of that one. I'm gonna potentially do a video on that one, because I did see that the other day or this morning when I was looking up some news. Awesome. Okay, so thank you for your question, Pam. I'll be doing one of those soon. I'll put it on my channel for you guys. So, all right. All right. So, Jane, I will end with your question here. You're curious if you will change your job this year. So let's see, what do we have for the lovely Jane? Spirit, what can you share? Is there any change of careers, jobs in 2025? Very, very strong possibility. Yes, there's something new. Like there's a new inspiration here. So I don't know if you've had an idea that has been kind of brewing in the background here. Maybe this is a certain company that you're curious about, or you know what I mean? It's like an inspiration. This could even be you starting something new, a new business, but there's an inspiration starting. And then you have Three of Pentacles. So this is collaborations. This is breakthroughs, working with people in your community, like-minded energies. I do have the Tower. So this does indicate, yes, I really do think that you may switch careers or switch jobs here. Back of the deck is also that Seven of Wands. And it's almost like you're kind of, it's like trying to defend your spot too. So I don't know if there's some issues or troubles happening in your career space right now, but I don't see anything. Even though we have a Tower, you got, my friend, it's not even in the outcome. So it's like the transition. If you are transitioning, is actually really, really positive here, okay? So allow this tower to fall because you have something beautiful coming in. And I think it's going to be really rewarding here, okay? So I absolutely do think that you will most likely change some kind of career or job in 2025. It looks pretty strong for that momentum, okay? Open contact. You go from Brad to Breanne. Thank you for joining here, my friend. Like I appreciate you guys. So I mean, I will be back again, but I do have to get going. I've got some sessions and stuff I have to get done today. Again, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and if you guys are interested, you can check out Readings with Breanne. But much love, and I'll see you guys. Let me think here. I was trying to think if I'm going to be doing a live on Monday. I can try to do a live on Monday for you guys, but if not, I'll make a note to do one Friday as well. I'm trying to think of, let me know some ideas, you guys, because I wanted to do something fun, like even maybe some like giveaways or something, like maybe like some free sessions or something. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, and I thought I would do something fun for June for you guys to give back. So let me know if there's something that you guys are curious about or that you guys would be interested in. I'm always open to hearing your guys' feedback and thoughts. So I appreciate you guys. So with that being said, stay tuned. I can't guarantee I'll be on again Monday, but I'll try my best. If not, I'll do a Friday as well. But I'll add that to my page. So much love. Yeah, you couldn't listen to the Annabelle one. Yeah, I did post an Annabelle one, and you know what? I don't know if you watched any of it, but when I did that one, I was saying in there, I wasn't planning on doing it because the fact that it does have a lot of darker energies, right? But then I thought, you know what? This is also a really important topic too, because it's not about just running or being scared or being, it's really about discerning too. Because even when we're working with spirits and we're working with, our star family and stuff, it's really important to use our discernment and make sure we're meeting them at that heart level. So I was really on the fence about doing that one as well, Pam. So thank you for bringing that up. And at first I'm like, no, I'm not going to do one because again, you guys, even when we put our energy, our curiosity, all of that into these kind of topics, we do feed it energy, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of trying to be like, give you guys a perspective as well. But yes, absolutely. If you don't feel guided to even partake in that, then I appreciate that as well. So I love you guys, and I'm excited to chat with you guys soon. Okay. So we will talk to you guys next time. Much love. Bye for now, guys.